Sean and I here are in a really awkward position where T-Pain is going to do a lot of our work, essentially. All right. So we have
T-Pain take the wheel.
Yeah, we basically T-Pain, and he's been doing this for a very long while now, so it's nothing like necessarily new. But he does these live streams where we get to, he kind of just does whatever he wants to. We get to see his perspectives on making music. He kind of just talking about whatever he's doing. Sometimes he's gaming. It's a whole kind of variety, different thing. But at one point he got to the topic of music and music in general sounding repetitive, people sending him things that don't have a lot of creativity or being different. And honestly, it is just Audioface true and true, take the wheel kind of stuff. And so I have, in like reprising my old job here, 3 clips that I'm going to be able to play that really kind of illustrate the frustration. And then Sean and I will discuss whether or not we need to invite T-Pain on Audioface by any means necessary. All right?
Stop! Just fucking do something else! Just, god damn it! Do some different music! We have all the shit that you're doing. We already have it. Lil Uzi Vert is already doing it. Lil Baby is already doing it. Dub Baby is already doing it. It's literally 2 niggas with baby in their names that's already doing all the music you want. Do something else. Do something else. That's it. That's all we want. Do something else. Holy shit. We have it. We have it already. You don't have to do that music anymore. We have the music already. We have Lil Baby. We have Dub Baby. We have Lil Uzi Vert. We have Lil Yachty. We have Lil everybody. Do something else. Holy shit. Stop sending me this bullshit. And then get mad when I fucking don't like it. Jesus. God damn tap dancing Christ.
Okay. So what are your thoughts?
Sounds like T-Pain watches Audioface for the past 4.5 years.
Religiously, dude. Like,
literally, that's what we've been ranting about for years is please God, change something. We already have this. It's so saturated market. We already have 8 dudes doing the same freaking sound. Please, for God, change it. And when people send us shit, it's like, we've already heard this. We don't need to review this. I already know exactly how it's going to sound 2 seconds in. All right. I don't want it.
Yeah, like
something different.
Audioface listeners and real ones and organics know, like, artists can catch the smoke here too. Like, we love giving props to artists that we really love and who do really good things, but we also like get real intense with artists who we catch and we call out for like other extemporaneous things, and also for like their music and like they're messing up and like not
exactly
moving their music forward. We've done this with I won't name them maybe just yet, right? But I have another little T-Pain clip to go into right here that will, I guess, help to continue to buttress this point as well, because he just keeps going in. It's amazing.
It's not even a problem of people sending me music. It's people sending me the same fucking music that everybody else is doing, and they get mad when I say, well, I already heard this. That's the only thing I get mad about. You get mad because I say your shit sounds like the shit that's already out, and you know it does. You know it does. You know your shit sounds like Lil Baby shit. Because you say, oh, this is what's winning. I need to do this now. I need to do it. You don't even check your fucking self, and you get mad when I check you.
It's very true though, because everybody does that. They copy a sound that's popular, right? Everybody likes to make a trap beat. I call it the YouTube trap beat sound.
Type beats.
Everybody does the same sound because, oh, this is popular. This is what's going to make me money. Cool, let's do this. And then you oversaturate the market. You make it sound all shitty the same, and then you dumb down the masses of music, because then they're not going to be, you have to search up our dumbasses to find actual good music in your lives. So if you go to, your top charts or whatever, it's 90% of it sounds exactly the same.
Yeah, like, what is it? There's I Love McConan we mentioned recently. There was St. John.
St. John. It's an extremely overrated album. I don't.
Yeah, terribly overrated. And we got a lot of hate for both of those videos specifically. And we stand by both of those videos and our reviews we gave them, because it's very much like it's very samey. It's bland. It's dull, honestly. We give shout outs to artists like, maybe to give the hand, like the two we're going to be talking about very shortly, who push the boundaries a lot and do things that sound very different, sound things very cool. So it's very possible to do in the music space, and not a lot of people are doing it. And most importantly, people complain about it too, because even the artists that like T-Pain mentioned, like Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Baby, Da Baby, they're all
They're
right.
not even that. They're okay. Like some of Lil Uzi's stuff is decent. Lil Yachty, I think, is not that good. Except he did do that one music video on a Zamboni that I will love for the rest of my life because it's just hilarious. But the rest of them, like Da Baby, Lil Baby, they're not that good, honestly. But everybody tries to copy them because they got extremely popular very quickly. So then people think that that's like a road to success. But then you end up doing an Instagram live and a guy stream snipes you. So
right, it's the road to success is really short when you're doing these sort of like quick hits, so to speak, right? When you're
exactly
you're just trying to make these quick beats or whatever, you quickly just fall, like the machine of the industry, like by the wayside. You fall off. It's over and done. There's one more clip here from T-Pain. I know this is kind of like a long segment here, but it's just like so good from what he said here. I think there's like more insight on what he's kind of talking about from his like spot in the game, so to speak.
And T-Pain didn't realize the state music's in right now. Oh yeah, it's down bad. Now I realize the state that music is in, but I also know that there's good music in the state of music right now. The thing is that motherfuckers that make bad music have the most money. So they can spend fucking 300 grand on promoting a record right now. And that's the record you're going to spend the most attention on. But if I make better music and I got 20 grand to promote the shit, you're not going to see it. I understand that. I understand the state of music. The state of music has always been bad, but it's about who's willing to put the most money into it and put the most promotion behind it. How the fuck did Bop get popular? Because they spent money on it, but that was a bad state of music. How the fuck did any bad record in the 90s get promoted? Because motherfuckers willing to put money behind it. How did any bad record? We've always had bad records. Every era of music had a bad record. But the reason that the bad record was good was because the record label behind it decided we could spend any amount of money on this shit and people have to listen to it. I get that. I understand that. I'm not saying that this generation of music is worse than any other. I'm not saying that, oh my God, I'm so mad that my kind of music isn't getting popular right now. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm not chasing that anymore. I used to chase that shit. I don't want to do that anymore. That's not my thing. That's not my thing. I don't give a fuck what my records do. I don't give a fuck about numbers. I don't give a fuck about that shit because I know all that shit can be bought. All of it. All of that shit can be bought. Oh, this person got their first week is planning on their first week can be bought. Their sales, their streams can be bought. You can buy them. I don't give a fuck about that. Grammys can be bought. Awards can be bought. All of that shit can be bought. I don't give a fuck about that shit. But I do give a fuck about you doing something different with your fucking music. Do something different. Do something that I haven't heard. Do something that we don't have already.
I'm nominating T-Pain for the No Name Woke Award.
Yeah, fair play. It's exactly what we've been ranting on for years, right? Look at the Grammys, look at all of these, giving artists that really don't make good music at all awards.
Even an album.
And you look at our whole Grammy rant where they just will listen to even a whole album. Like that's your whole fucking existence. That's their whole job is to listen to music and to grade it. But you can't even do that because you're bought and paid for by all of these record labels and all of these other interests and stuff. And it's just, yeah, I mean, that's why we made this podcast, because people keep telling me, oh, music shit. I'm like, no, there's a lot of good music out there. You just need to find it. That's the issue. And that's why we have this. Because then we need to do all these popular albums to tell people how trash and how wrong they are, because, you know, it's nice to gloat every once in a while, but it's also to give an idea of like, this isn't that great, but then there's all these other things that are pretty solid. Yeah. And really good music, and a lot of different things that people haven't heard that I haven't heard, and I've listened to a lot of music throughout my life, and same thing on your end too. So
yeah, given that we're almost 200 episodes into this venture, we listen to a lot of music that like doesn't always make it to the top, right? And so
exactly,
we have that range to be able to say some of this music's really good, some of it's like really not, right? And so we can kind of give like that sort of, you know, I hesitate to call it like a skill or a talent, right? But it's like thing that we do with time from our like lives, and like we can give this to people out there and we enjoy this, but like it's a service to like search for good music out there. And yeah, T-Pain's expressing the frustration of what's like when it's hard to find that good music sometimes. And when people expect, well, I just did music, this sounds like everything else that people like, right? It's good, right? And no, it's the wrong thing. Do something different, surprise us. If you can do it in the bounds of what's popular, amazing. If you can do it and it's like not like chart stopping, but still like genre bending and pushing the limits of what I've heard before, also great. Like, those are both things overall, because it's pushing the art forward, that I think we should be paying more attention to in music, and the most attention to in music. And I'm glad that someone with the stature of T-Pain, who like has done his own like bastardization of music with the whole like auto-tune thing, at least he's realizing this, and not just realizing this, but vocalizing this publicly.
Mm-hmm.